Okay, I'm back to trying strategies that other YouTubers have presented just to see how I can do rolling them out. And it's very ironic that I just got back from my cruise where I was playing the 220 inside one hit and out or one and done strategy, as other YouTubers called it. Um, this morning I watched a video from Mark the Point, and this is very ironic. He has an inside strategy called the inside drawdown. So if I was thinking my 220 inside was aggressive and getting a quick 0.7 out caused me to dig a hole that I couldn't get out of when I was on the cruise ship, this strategy is even more aggressive. He actually does the exact same strategy, but he starts with 330 inside. I believe that's 75 on the 5 and 9 and 90 on the 6 and 8. And when he gets a hit on one of those inside numbers, he draws down to 220 inside. So that's what I'm going to try. So I guess the old saying, if at first you don't succeed, you try with larger buy-ins or larger initial bets, and that's what we're going to do. So I'm going to start off like I usually do and try to establish a point. Okay, so we have a 4. Let's go ahead and put 75 on the 5 and 9. $90 on the 6 and 8. 330. So that's his initial investment, initial bet. And again, this is from Mark the Point, and I'll pop his logo up here so you can all see it. So let's go ahead and get the first roll and see if we can hit an inside number. Okay, there's a 5, so that worked. So all these pay 105. The buy bets will pay a little bit more, but think of it as 105. Then we pull that down and go directly to the 220 inside. Whoops, that's too much. There we go, 220 inside, and then play the rest of the strategy. Now here, you've won 108 and you're still risking 220. So my original strategy was to play 220. My first hit would win 70 and then go to 66 inside, so that if I did hit the 7 at that point, I did not lose any of my initial investment. This still has a risk that if we would hit a 7 now and lose the 220, we would still be down $112. So he really needs to hit 2 times. One at the 330 level, one at the 220 level. So let's see what we can do here. Well, there's a 9, so we did hit 2 times. So that wins 70. With the buy bet, it wins a little more, 72. And then at this point, he says, continue drawing down or power press. I basically have $181 to work with. If I pull that down, I'm at 681. So yeah, I'm 181 above my initial $500 buy-in. I can then kind of do whatever I want. If I wanted to play my strategy from this point, I would go 66 inside. And at this point, the next hit, I would get the 4 and the 10, and then I would do the collect and press strategy. Okay, there's a 4, that's the point. Point was hit, puck will go off, and we'll have to establish a new point. And I'm just thinking to myself, why does it work so well on CRAPS? Whoop, there, that the point's off, the puck's off, so that doesn't hurt us. Why does it work so well on CRAPS, and then when I try this at a live table, it just total disaster strikes? But that's what they call variance, I guess. It's just those are things that are going to happen, and we just have to get through it. We just want to make sure that our winning sessions outnumber the losing sessions. All right, we need a point. Let's go ahead and get this point established. Well, we got another 4, so we'll mark this 4. Okay, now my next hit, I will try to, I'll try to buy the 4 and the 10, and then we'll play the collect and press strategy from that point on. There's a 10. Let's go ahead and roll again here. There's a 3. So another thing I was trying to do, but I never really succeeded because I never rolled as much. I wanted to kind of count my rolls. So I'm still on shooter 1, and this is my 9th roll. So what does the roll distribution tell us? You know, we roll a lot of 3s and 10s and 4s and 2s that don't pay us anything, but those rolls get us closer to the inevitable 7 out. So we got to be very careful here. And there's another 11. So this is why sometimes I would pull the 9 down and replace it with a field bet, the lower field bet. At the $15 level, if I pulled this down, I would probably replace it with 10, because these would pay 21 minus the 10. I'd still make an $11 profit, but I would get all these numbers covered now. So I would have hit on all these numbers. Let's give that a try. Like that right there. There's the 0.4. I win $10 on that. Puck goes off. Now, these bets are off, and I always forget to pull my field bet down because it's still on. So I need to pull that down. I've made that mistake so many times. I'm starting to remember to do that. And here again, you know, the more you play, the more you're going to remember. You know, when the puck goes off, make sure your field bets are down. Okay, so there's a 9. Our point is a 9. I can go ahead and put my $10 field bet back in, and I've got a $10 positive from my last roll. If I can get another $10 hit, then I could buy the 4 and the 10, and maybe I'd put my field bet back up to the 9. Let's see what we can do here. So there's a 10, so that wins us $10. So now we have $20. I can go ahead and I'll just drag this field bet up here as soon as I get control there, up to the 10, put another 10 in the 4, and put 15 back on the 9. So now I've got my original inside bet placed. I've got the 4 and the 10 bought with my winnings of these field bets here. So let's see if we can't now collect and press. There's an 8. So that 18 pays 21. That's the first collect. The next will be a press. And I'm just, in the back of my mind, I'm thinking I'm at a positive $220. At the casino on the cruise ship, I was negative 220. So how ironic is this? So there's a $21 hit on the 6. We're going to press. So the press on the 6, the 18, we're going to press that to 36. Let's lock in our 6 and 8. Click that 3 times. Oops. Yeah, 36. There we go. Another 6. How about that? We're going to collect that one. So that's $42 going into the rack. The next hit will be a press. We are at 16. This will be our 17th roll for the first shooter, which I definitely did not see on the cruise. I never saw anyone roll more than maybe 10 times. But let's see what we can do here. And there's another 6. So that's going to pay 42, and we're going to press. Now, here's where you can deviate a little bit. Are you going to press the 6 that you're already at 36, or are you going to press the 8? I think I'll press the 8. Let's get these both up at 36. Because eventually what I'm going to do, if I play the strategy the way I was planning to do this, is once I get each of these pressed up and I collect a little bit, I'll pull down and go to 66 inside again and lock in all that profit. So the next is a collect. There's an 8. How convenient. We just pressed the 8. Now we hit the 8 for 42. We collect that. Let's go ahead and press our next hit. It's a 6. So here again, I've got $42. what I could probably do here is let's press the 5 and the 9. And that's 30 of it. And let's roll. I'm going to do a collect here. 7 out. Okay, so we had $152 in bets on the table that we lost. That takes our profit down to $259. But still, look at shooter 1. Rolled 20 times, hit the point twice, and gave us $259 of profit. If I could have just done that one time at the live table, I would have been very, very happy. So anyway, it was ironic that Mark the Point put a video out, I guess it was yesterday, and it was the exact same strategy, yet at a level even at a higher risk. The 330 inside, which he called the inside drawdown. Again, I'll put his logo up here. If you haven't looked at his videos, go take a look, and he's got a lot of good strategies and ideas also. So that'll be it for our video this morning. Hope everyone has a good day. Thanks for watching.